welcome back to the World SD-WAN and SASE Summit. And right now, we're on our keynote on Future of Networking and SD-WAN. My name is Bhavna Bhatia, and right now, it is my pleasure to invite on the screen Kaustubh Dabral, who's the Director Digital Global, Mondelēz International, India. Well, Kaustubh is a global IT leader with almost 20 years of extensive experience in digital transformation, IT infrastructure, strategy, delivery, and operations. He was the head of network infrastructure and security for Mondelēz International and played a pivotal role in adopting new technologies, implementing digital strategy, and setting up center for its global network operations. Well, with this, I'd now like to invite Kaustubh Dabral on the stage and screen. Thank you so much, Kaustubh, for joining us.
Thanks, Bhavna. A quick check. Are you able to hear and see me properly?
Yes, we are.
Perfect. Thank you. So once again, Bhavna, thank you, Bhavna and Trescon Global. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my experience with a larger audience. So with this, hi everyone. My name is Kaustubh Dabral. I head the enterprise network and network security in Mondelēz. I'm based out of Mumbai, India. We implemented SD-WAN solution and cloud-based internet proxy using Zscaler in Mondelēz back in 2019. At that point in time, we had roughly 400 branch locations across the globe, which includes offices, plants, warehouses, sales offices in 65 different countries. And we had 9 data centers, which were a mixture of cloud-based data center and on-prem data center. As a keynote speaker, I will be sharing my experience that why we implemented SD-WAN in Mondelēz, our journey, and some key watchouts. And lastly, what benefit we have realized through this transformation. So if I, again, go back in time, back in 2017 and 18, we in Mondelēz were going through massive transformation. We were moving our critical workload to the cloud. We were rapidly shrinking our branch office server and on-prem data center infrastructure. And at the same time, we were adopting new technologies in manufacturing space, like deploying more sensors for smart manufacturing, better insights. We were playing with AR/VR technology for remote monitoring, support, and various other things. Now, these changes posed a greater challenge to our traditional networking environment in terms of scale and flexibility. And this literally forced us, to adopt new technology which can be dynamically scalable, adjust to business intent. And this is when in Mondelēz, we transformed our whole network infrastructure and adopted software-defined networking or an SASE for our network security. So all in all, we started building our strategy back in Q4 2017. And our first challenge was to define what is our priority. What is that we want to solve through SD-WAN solution? Are we trying to address the capacity issue using the WAN optimization? Or is it the security which we are targeting? Or is it a seamless integration with LAN environment and end user devices, which will provide an end-to-end visibility right from the user device up to the application? Or is it just the bandwidth aggregation? And after much of deliberation, we arrived at that point in time that our main focus, the main thing which we want to target is WAN optimization. That is our topmost priority. And we decided that for network security, we will adopt SASE for our internet proxy, or what we call it generally in networking term, internet breakout. So for traffic inspection to the which is the traffic which is going on the internet side, we will use Zscaler. And for internal segmentation, we decided to continue with our traditional firewall kind of environment. Once the priority is decided, then it was very easy for us to build the product selection criteria, because as we said that optimization at that point in time was most important thing. Back then, based upon our criteria, we found Silver Peak SD-WAN solution was best meeting our requirement. Now there are many more players in the market, and so now the enterprise have many more choices. But we selected Silver Peak back then, and I think that was the right choice from our side. Likewise, we chose Zscaler as a SASE solution. Zscaler had the scale and spread to meet the demand of company of our size, which is so widely and evenly dispersed across the globe. But again, now we have many more products in the market. The next challenge for us was partner selection. Now, there are two things. So when you plan your SD-WAN implementation or SD-WAN journey, you have mainly two options. Either you go with a telco to implement and manage SD-WAN solution, or you can go to a pure play service integrator to design, deploy, and manage your SD-WAN solution. Both has its pros and cons. Each company has different need and requirement. And what we did is we did some analysis. We looked at where our user base is, where our workloads are, how the users are consuming the application, and this will help us in putting a design for the future architecture, how the overlay will work, how the underlay will work, and so on and so forth. What will be the dependency on last mile versus the core network, and those kind of things. And this helped us in doing the partner selection. Eventually, we selected telco as our SD-WAN deployment and management partner, and we selected entity in this journey. The another important thing one should consider is your solution effective for multi-cloud environment? Telling you from my experience, multi-cloud setup is no more a luxury. Okay, in Mondelēz, I'm seeing that it has become a necessity. So one should carefully ponder on if the shortlisted SD-WAN solution is right for your multi-cloud environment or not. Very importantly, how it will integrate with your SASE architecture. Now, in our case, the partnership between Silver Peak and Zscaler helped us with additional features and additional insights. So for example, because there was a partnership between Silver Peak and Zscaler, we are able to dynamically shift our shift from one Zscaler node to another Zscaler node in case the primary node has any network contention. This would not have been possible if we would have chosen a different solution either on the SD-WAN side or on the SASE side. So it's very important that the solution what you choose, how it integrates with your other stuff. The next one is on a similar line, how the SD-WAN solution integrates with your SaaS application, specifically the one which are real-time application like Teams, Zoom, and etc. We have encountered two challenges in this space. One being the traffic prioritization is less effective for SaaS-based application because it is not end-to-end managed by the enterprise. And second, SD-WAN overlay provides an encryption. And some of these SaaS applications also have the native encryption capability. So one has to give a careful consideration in the design to take care of this double encryption problem. Lastly, if you're a big enterprise like us, have a significant geographical spread, then you should also evaluate if your solution can meet requirement across the globe or not. I don't think this is a big challenge anymore now, but back then Silver Peak was not homologated in several countries, and we have to use the VM version of it. But now I think it's available everywhere. You also need to one also need to think about how this SD-WAN solution will work in countries where the internet is regulated, like China and few other countries. In terms of benefit, okay, we experienced tremendous benefit from SD-WAN and SASE solution. The first and foremost is benefit what we realized was related to bandwidth aggregation. Prior deploying SD-WAN solution, we had, because of price difference, we used to buy small quantity of expensive MPLS link, and a higher quantity of commercial grade internet link and large quantity of broadband kind of services for different needs. And back then, we did not have flexibility to route corporate application from other means of transport or vice versa. SD-WAN helped us virtualize all this WAN transport link and treat it as a single resource pool. And accordingly, we were able to create different layer of services, virtual services based upon different intent. The other two benefits which I would like to talk about is centralized orchestration and zero-touch provisioning. Centralized orchestration helped us in having a central configuration in all our SD-WAN boxes. So we actually built 6 templates, and all these 400 plus location plus now we have more than 9 data centers. All these are managed through those 6 templates only. So it has made operation very stable, almost fault proof, and it has helped us in reducing our operational cost as well. The another thing, the benefit what we have received is zero touch provisioning. Now, zero touch provisioning means we are able to spin up and spin down a site at a relatively very fast and in a cost effective manner. This has helped us building a concept called seasonal offices. Now, Mondelēz, our product are generally consumed in seasonal space, like in India, from August till November during the festival period, it is consumed more as compared to rest of the time. Similarly, in the Western countries, from November or from Christmas period up to Easter period, it's the peak period for our product. So during that period, we can scale up these satellite sites or seasonal sites, seasonal sales offices, distribution centers at relatively less cost and reduce our overall TCO of supply chain. So SD-WAN actually helped us in doing that as well. The last thing is modular design. Now, we can easily plug and remove any network from our code. This gives us ability to control the wide area regional WAN cost. So I don't have to stay with one expensive provider who is providing me across the globe. I can choose my regional provider and can easily connect to my core network. So all in all, my experience, this journey was worth taken. Don't think as it's an infrastructure initiative or a CTO organization initiative. This is the initiative which cuts across all the sections of an enterprise. It helps building new product in the manufacturing space, sales space, trade promotional sites, and those kind of things. So that's about my experience. But if there are any questions, happy to take.
Thank you so much, Kaustubh.